Welcome back to Judo Highlights, guys. These are my picks for the top judoka at under 60 in the men's division. Starting at number 5, Kim Wan Jin from Korea. Obviously a veteran of the game, but he's getting up there a little bit in age, and I think he's trying to make a push towards the Olympics next year. Just ended up competing consistently, winning consistently. Here he is with a really nice kataguruma, and then into a juji against Takato. Just the one gold medal at Tashkent. Took a bronze at the Masters and also at the Grand Slam in Baku. But as I said, a veteran of the game, doesn't really lose to people who are not really high level. So he had a loss to Nagayama, Chikvimiani, and then a couple of guys from Russia. You might be thinking there might be some other people who kind of warrant this 5th place spot a little bit more than Kim. But one thing I kind of think about when I make my choices is who's consistent. A lot of people compete a lot, and they also lose a lot. So one example, Sadalashvili, I mean, he took a bronze at the World Championships, but he also lost quite a lot as well. So that's why I picked Kim instead of him. So next up, Revel at number 4. And Revel, I mean, he was looking good all year round. I almost wanted to pick him over Mikidze for the Paris selection for the French team. But they went with Mikidze, but still Revel. I mean, he made it to this list. He had a really good year. He's got some interesting judo too. Nice on the ground. And you're going to see some highlights shortly of his really nice Ippon Seoinage that he does. So as I said, consistency. Looking at consistency for picking these guys. Revel took gold at the Abu Dhabi Grand Slam. Had a silver medal at the Grand Slam in Astana. Another silver at the Grand Slam in Paris. And then he took a bronze at the Grand Prix in Almeida. Yes, there are some results here which aren't too flash. Grand Slam of Tokyo, going out early in the Masters and the World Championships, but overall it was pretty good, pretty consistent across the board. And here's that Ippon Seoinage I was talking about. He's really good at this technique. If you're doing Ippon Seoinage out there, make sure to check out Revel and how he kind of locks up that arm. He does it really well. So, couldn't have Revel in this list and not include Mikidze. Mikidze obviously being selected for the Paris team for the Olympics next year, so that'll be a big year for him and the French team. So he had some good results as well. The one big one, and one of the reasons why he is number 3rd on this list, is the European Championships. He took that at under 60, so that's a big one for him. But also he had some great results as well on the IJF tour. We had gold at the Antalya Grand Slam, gold at the Tel Aviv Grand Slam, and then he took a medal at Almada, a bronze. So Mikidze doing better than his counterpart Revel, gets that Olympic selection, makes this list for number 3. So it'll be good to see what he does at the Paris Olympics, and all of these guys except for Revel. Pretty sure Kim's going to be there, and these next 2 guys are definitely going to be there as well. So number 2, and it is Goos. Goos from Spain had an epic year, although I will say it kind of dwindled down a little bit at the end after his incredible victory taking gold at the World Championships. After that, I mean, there were a couple of stumbles, didn't do too well, but up until that point it was pretty incredible. So we talked about the World Championships, taking gold there, silver medal at Tel Aviv. He ended up losing to Mikidze. Bronze at Tel Aviv, and a bronze at the Grand Slam in Abu Dhabi, and also a bronze at the European Championships. But it's this one here, I mean, winning, taking out Takato at the World Championships, becoming world champion. That's a huge stamp on his name. Got to put him in this list, being world champion. Some people, they didn't like how he did it with this technique here. I mean, this obviously isn't the final, but probably the hardest match of all of them. But still, world champion, so good on him, and he makes number 2 on the list. So number 1, and had to go with Nagayama. The one big reason, I mean, he didn't compete at the World Championships because Takato was there, but Nagayama didn't lose in all of 2023. So 100% win rate. He had some great techniques. His uranage is really something quite beautiful. And I've noticed a change in Nagayama's game recently. He used to rely heavily on the seoinage, but now a lot of uchimata, a lot of uranage. And it's those 2 techniques where he's scoring ippon with. Where in the past he was kind of a wazari kind of master with his overthrowing seoinage that he would do. He's just too good at that throw that it was kind of a detriment to him. and he wouldn't score ippon with it a lot of times. So Nagayama only competed 3 times in 2023. Grand Slam in Ulaanbaatar, the Masters in Hungary. Here he is taking out Kim. And then of course the Grand Slam in Tokyo. So some big names that he took out. Obviously Kim. He took out Takato, Chikvimiani. And then there's a new guy, Bliev from Russia. He seems to be pretty damn good as well. So being selected now for the Paris Olympics, it'll be exciting to see. And I'm pretty sure he might take gold. So what do you think, guys? These are my picks. Top 5 picks at under 60 for 2023. Let me know in the comments, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.